Hello, and how is everyone doing? Please continue to stay at home and do not go out and meet your friends. Situation is getting worse in Singapore, so try our best to not do it. Alright, in today class we will be working with hip opener again. So let me set up. You will need a strap if you cannot go into yogi dandasana. So if you can go into yogi dandasana, you might not need a strap. And you will need a roll. For those of you who skip doing the roll, just do it. I'm sure you have an extra towel at home that you can use. Fold it into half and then fold it into three. Okay, then once you got that roll really tight, like a sushi roll, like how you make sushi. I don't know whether you make sushi, but when I see them making sushi, you gotta roll it really tight for the rice to stick together and for the roll to get sticky. Now where's my rubber band? Alright, you got a rubber band. Take the rubber band and put it over so it holds the rolls in place. And we can start the class now. So come into a comfortable cross-legged position, sit up tall, close your eyes, and put hands onto knees. Start by grounding your sit bone down to the earth and lengthen the crown of the head towards the sky. Relaxing to your shoulders here. We'll continue our journey of working to brighten up the spirit. So yesterday, if you do my class yesterday, we worked on the intent of brightening the spirit. So today, we are working on lifting the spirit up even more. So working on the fire that you start yesterday. Let it burn brighter, right? Just have fun on the mat. No matter what you see in today's class, or no matter you find that today's class is too tough for you, don't go into that kind of mood. Just go into where you can do. Ask yourself this: what part of the pose can you do? Have fun on the mat. Because if you are going to make this really tough for yourself, like for example, you go into the area of oh my god, I'm not strong enough, I'm not flexible enough to do this, I'll give you option. So don't go there, because once you go into that kind of thinking mode, your body is going to shut down and says, let's stop that practice altogether, because this is too tough for me, I am not ready for this. Don't do that. Alright, come into, open up your eyes and come into shoelace. Left foot on top of the right knee, then knee on top of the foot. Once you're ready, take a deep inhale, lengthen up the spine, and exhale to pull your chest forward and down. Just go how deep your hip allows you to go. So if you start to round your back here, I would prefer you to stay up here and scoop belly away from your hip. So the rest of us, go to where your body allows you to go. Keep your feet active. Breathe in down into the hips. Exhale to release that tension inside that hip. Actively, consciously soften the body down. Release and come up. Come into a twisting shoelace over tie. Take a deep inhale. Twist over towards the left. Lengthen up the spine. Then exhale to come down. Keep your spine long. And release, come on up. Switch over towards the other side. I'm just gonna move a little bit because you all cannot see me. Inhale, lengthen up the spine. Then exhale, come forward. And some of you, maybe you're not there, just move sternum over the foot. And some of you who are a little bit more flexible, elbows outside thigh, outside the foot. Release the tension in the neck. Release and come on up. Switch the crossing of your legs. So right ankle on top of left knee, right knee on top of left ankle. Again, move into where your body allows you to go. Don't need to go so deep if you are really tight in the hip. And for those of my friend who have the knee coming up like that, it means your hip is really tight. One option is to move the foot away from your knee until you can actually put the knee down. If not, you move the foot off the knee to come down onto the ground. Lean forward from here. It will give you more opening than trying to sit up here and leaning forward. The rest of us, release and come on out. Twist over towards the thigh. Inhale, lifting chest up. Exhale, twist over towards your right and come down. Keep your feet really active and continue breathing down into the hips. Release and come on out. Switch over towards your left hand side or towards the foot. Huge inhale, lift chest up. Exhale, come down. Remember, less flexible people, just chest towards foot. Inhale, come on up. Coming into your interlock forward fold. Left foot forward. It's unglam to show my foot to the camera like that. So the foot to the camera. So coming onto the side for you all to see. Straighten left leg, right foot into step just on the inside of your left thigh onto the ground. Inhale, reach right arm up. Exhale, lean forward. For those of you who are a little bit more tight, just hold on to the foot or your ankle, hands onto the ground also can. The rest of us who are a little bit more flexible, reaching right arm forward, wrap the arms around shin and thigh. The other arm goes behind you, interlace the fingers. Take a deep inhale, lift chest, belly away from hip. Exhale, come down. Huge inhale into the back of thighs here. Exhale, send thigh bone away from the hip. Release the forward fold, release your hands and come into a twist. Right arm towards the back. Take a deep inhale, lift left arm up. Exhale, hook left elbow outside right thigh. Coming into a twist. Inhale, lengthen spine. Exhale, twist. And for those of us who are twisting onto the neck, Have the chin line up with the center of your chest. Twist your body instead of twisting the neck. And release. Over towards the other side. Straighten right foot. Bend left knee, step on the inside of the right leg. Inhale, right left arm up. Exhale, lean forward. Link the fingers behind you. A huge inhale. Lift belly, ribs away from hip. Exhale, come forward. And using this pose here, what are you feeling inside while you're doing this pose? So if you are having a love-hate relationship with this pose, try to come into a love relationship with it. Release and come into a twist. Left hand towards the back, supporting your spine. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, right elbow outside left thigh into a twist. Huge inhale. Continue spiraling up the spine long. Exhale into a twist. And release. Coming into two-part twisting abs with a roll. Take the roll. Let me lay down onto the side towards the camera so you all can see. Take the roll, put it in between your thighs right down towards the crotch. Straighten legs up. Interlace fingers. And watch how you interlace your fingers. If you are having a left arm on top of the right like me, switch all fingers until the right is on top of the left. Then put it behind your head, let the head rest onto the palm. The reason why we do this is because when you want to change your energy, you want to do it like small little steps. That allows you to change some of your energy that is inside you right now. It feels funny. Now take a deep inhale into your lower back. Hold the breath. Press lower back down. Squeeze the roll. Exhale, scoop tailbone up. Reach both elbows towards left thigh and pull belly down towards spine. Inhale, head and pelvis comes down. Hold the breath. Press lower back down. Squeeze roll. Exhale, scoop tailbone up. Reach both elbows, right thigh. Pull belly down. Inhale, head and pelvis comes down. Hold the breath. Press lower back down. Squeeze roll. Exhale, scoop tailbone up. Reach both elbows towards left thigh and pull belly down. So if you don't know how pulling belly down feels like, think of yourself in front of a mirror and you want to look super slim. It's the same set of muscles that you use to pull belly into spine. Huge inhale, head and pelvis comes down. Hold the breath. Press lower back down. Squeeze the roll. Exhale, scoop tailbone up. Reach both elbows, right thigh, and pull belly down towards spine. Inhale, head and pelvis comes down. Hold the breath. Press lower back down. Squeeze roll. Exhale, scoop tailbone up. Reach both elbows, left thigh, and pull belly down. Inhale, back to center, pelvis down. Hold the breath. Press lower back down. Squeeze roll. Exhale, scoop tailbone up. Reach both elbows, right thigh, and pull belly down towards spine. Inhale, head and pelvis comes down. Hold the breath. Press lower back down. Squeeze the roll. Exhale, scoop tailbone up. Reach both elbows towards left thigh and pull belly down towards the spine. Deal, if you're watching this, don't slack. Come back into the pose. Inhale, back to center, pelvis down. Hold the breath, press lower back down, squeeze roll. Exhale, scoop tailbone up, reach both elbows towards right thigh and pull belly down. Inhale, back to center, pelvis down. Hold the breath, press lower back down, squeeze roll. Exhale, scoop tailbone, reach both elbows, left thigh, pull belly down. Huge inhale, back to center, pelvis down. Hold the breath, press lower back down, squeeze roll. Exhale, scoop tailbone, reach both elbows, right thigh. Pull belly down towards spine. Inhale, back to center, pelvis down. We do one more for do. Hold the breath, press lower back down, squeeze roll. Exhale, scoop tailbone, reach both elbows, left thigh, and pull belly down. Huge inhale, back to center, pelvis down. Hold the breath, press lower back down, squeeze roll. Exhale, scoop tailbone up, reach both elbows, right thigh, pull belly down. Huge inhale, back to center, head down, feet down, and remove the roll. Roll over towards left and pick yourself up. Let's come into turbo dog for today. Okay? So first timer who are doing turbo dog, you can do it onto your knees. From here, feel for squeezing elbows towards each other. Right. Feel for squeezing elbows towards each other and lower your forearm down towards the ground. Elbows hovering off the ground. It's not going down onto the ground into a dolphin. And from here, take a deep inhale, lift the upper back up. Exhale, straighten up your legs. Turn on your chest muscle here. Armpit muscles as well. That's your turbo dog. And stronger people, leave your knees off the ground. Let's see how that feels like. So come down onto hands and knees, everyone. From here, squeeze your elbows into the midline and lower forearm down towards the ground, hovering off the ground. Take a deep inhale, lift upper back up. Exhale, straighten up your legs into turbo dog. Strong push with your hands down into the ground and turn on your chest here. Turn on your armpit muscles here. Neck relax. Breathe in into your armpit muscles. Exhale, ground heels down towards ground. And release, knees down. Coming into Agnisara with back traction. Stand up and come into horse stance. Open up your legs, heel-toe your legs out. More than mat width apart. And come into a half squat, like you are sitting onto a horse. Hands onto your immo, hands onto your hip, just on top of thigh where the hips is. Now take a deep inhale, push hands down into hip to straighten up elbows. And exhale, traction the lower back. Now over here, activate your sit bone muscle. If you don't know where your sit bone muscle is, right here. Right down here. Where your hamstring meets the butt. Feel for squeezing these two muscles together. They will go inwards. A release horse stance with back traction. Now we add in Agnisara. So if you don't know Agnisara, we are just doing an Uddiyana Bandha before we do. Come into Uddiyana Bandha, then let go of the belly. Flap the belly in and up for as long as you can hold the breath. Okay? It looks like that. Let's give that a try. Come back into horse stance. Hands onto hip to help you traction your lower back long. I'll take a deep inhale into the hips. Exhale through the mouth forcefully. Through the mouth forcefully. Oh my god, what a mouthful. Let's try that again. Take a deep inhale down into the hips. Exhale forcefully through the mouth. Hold the breath, pull belly in and up, and flat the belly for as long as you can. Let go belly, inhale and come out. Put your feet together. Come to the front of the mat. Going into B series with vignettes. Hands to your heart center. Inhale into chair. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, scoop chest forward. Exhale, hands down, step back into plank. Low down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog cobra. Exhaling, down dog. Coming into archer warrior 2. Inhale, left foot forward in between hands into warrior 2. Exhale, left arm on top, right arm goes below into archer arm. Link the fingers behind you, if not you grab onto your clothing or onto a strap. Take a deep inhale into your shoulder. Exhale, drag shoulder blades down the back. Release and come into reverse warrior. Reach right arm out. Open up the right side of your rib cage. Exhale into reverse. Release reverse warrior and come down into pigeon heel to butt. Step down into pigeon pose. And from pigeon pose, bend the back knee and grab hold of the back foot. If this is all you can manage today, you stay here. If you are a little bit more flexible in the body, you can come all the way down, pulling the heel towards the butt. Take a deep inhale down into the hips. Exhale, send right thigh away from you. Release and come up. Step back into plank pose. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra up dog. Exhaling, down dog. Archer warrior 2. Inhale, right foot forward in between hands into warrior 2. Exhale, right arm on top, left arm below. Into archer. So again here, you can grab onto the clothing, link fingers, or grab onto a strap. Take a deep inhale into your shoulder. Exhale, send right elbows up skywards, opening up the armpit muscle. Release and come back into warrior 2 and come into reverse warrior. Inhale, left arm up, open up left side of ribs. Exhale into reverse. Huge inhale into your hips. Exhale, slide right thigh towards the front of the room. Release and come out into warrior two. Pigeon heel to butt. Hands down underneath your shoulder. Come into pigeon. Left hand grab left ankle. Less flexible people stay up. More flexible people lay forward, pulling chest forward. Take a deep inhale into the left hip. Exhale, send left thigh away from pelvis. Now reconnect back with your intent. Can you do this pose in a way that makes it fun for you? Maybe stick out your tongue, maybe do a face or something. Make it fun. Release back foot. Step back to down dog. Triangle. Inhale, left foot forward in between hands. Back foot turns out towards the side. Coming into triangle. Left hand on left shin. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, slide shoulder blades down the back. Neck is long. Feel for pushing strongly with the foot down into the ground. And feel how that helps you free up the ribs. So the ribs can move and lengthen up. Release and come into interlock warrior. Bend the front knee and go into warrior two. Readjust the back foot. Slide left side of body onto left thigh. Left arm goes underneath and link fingers behind you. Huge inhale. Lift ribs away from pelvis. Exhale, relax your neck. Release and come into twisting pigeon towards foot. Hands down underneath shoulder and come into pigeon pose. Parallel left shin to the front of the mat. Inhale, lengthen up spine. Exhale, chest towards the foot. Now for those of us who are really struggling in this pose, you stay here, and if you can move a little bit more, hook left elbow outside left foot. Make a fist with your left hand and press right palm into fist. Huge inhale. Press elbow into the ground to lift ribs up. Exhale, open up the chest. Release. Step back into plank pose. Low down chaturanga. Inhale, up dog cobra. Exhaling, down dog. Triangle. Inhale, right foot forward. Left foot turn out towards the side 90 degree. Right hand on right shin. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, press feet into ground. Feel for what's in this pose can you do to make it more fun. Perhaps it's relaxing your neck. Or maybe some of you would like some chest opener. Wrapping half bind. Coming into interlock warrior. Readjust feet into warrior 2. Inhale, reach. Have your right ribcage on top of right thigh. Exhale, arms goes down and take a bind. Take a deep inhale here. Ground down to the feet. And exhale, open up the spine. Especially this pose here, which is very intense pose. Use this pose to help you explore how to make it more fun, so you can stay in it longer. Release and come into twisting pigeon, sternum to foot or towards the foot. Parallel right shin to the front of the mat. Grapple of the foot and move the center of your chest towards foot. Huge inhale. Scoop chest open and away from the pelvis. And exhale. More flexible with a hook, right elbow outside right foot. Make a fist with right hand and press left palm into fist. Huge inhale. Lift. Push elbow into ground to lift chest up. Exhale to revolve. Release and step back to plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhaling, down dog. Half moon is coming up. Inhale, left foot forward into half moon pose. Left hand in front of left foot, move it a little bit to the left. For those of you who need to put a block underneath your hand, take the block, put it underneath your left shoulder. Lift your right leg up, lift right arm out. Huge inhale. Push left foot into ground. Exhale to activate your right foot. Feel for pushing right foot into imaginary wall behind you. Alright, I fell out of that one. Come into twisting triangle, lower back foot down. Readjust your foot into a warrior 1 stance. Right hand onto ground, lift left arm up. Huge inhale, push both foot into the ground. Exhale, revolve, open the chest. Release twisting triangle, coming into sleeping pigeon. Come down into pigeon pose. From pigeon pose, open out your left shin more than 90. Slide left shoulder underneath left knee, and the head goes underneath the ankle. Less flexible people, shoulder onto left knee, head towards ankle. You might be up here trying to go forward, but you're feeling a lot in the hip and the hamstring. That's fine. Stay where you are. Release and come back up. Step back to plank pose. Actually, down dog. Come into half moon, right foot forward. Right hand in front of right foot, move it towards the right. About a foot away from the right foot. And lean forward into right hand, right foot. Lift left leg up, lift left arm up. Huge inhale into your right foot. Exhale, lengthen up spine. Release and come into pyramid. Step back foot down into warrior one stance. Is it pyramid? Oh yeah, it's twisting triangle. Put left hand down, reach right arm up. Take a huge inhale, push both your feet down into the ground. Exhale, lengthen out spine and revolve, open the chest. Release and come down into pigeon pose. From pigeon pose, moving into your sleeping pigeon. Moving the right shin parallel to the front of the mat, then move it forward. So less flexible people, shoulder onto knee. Less flexible people come here. More flexible people, shoulder underneath knee, head goes underneath the heel. And release, come on up. Step back into down dog and lower down to your knees. Coming into arm balance, turn signal. For those of you who are not doing turn signal, you are doing a crow pose with a block. I'm going to show you the crow pose variation first. Okay, put the block, come to a standing forward fold first, and put the block in front of your feet, hands in front of the block. Spread your fingers and push your palms down into the ground. Do not let the palm comes up. When I teach this pose, a lot of people come onto fingertips. Do not do that. Alright, palms down onto the ground. Step your feet onto the block. Now you come into this position where your hands is down on the ground, feet is on the block. Bend your elbows like a shelf for your knees to sit on. And put knee on top of your elbows. Lean forward, that's it. If you want to become a little stronger, push the ground away from you. Activate your chest, armpit muscle. Maybe one foot off, maybe both. That's for crow people. Now turn signal. Come into standing. Then put left foot on top of right. Lean forward. Foot goes towards the center of your chest. And from here, hands down onto the ground. Push shin, left shin into left armpit. From here, unhook right foot. Put it outside. Move towards the side. And straighten out the legs. Maybe come up. That is your turn signal. Alright, let's do together. Crow people, you do crow pose. Turn signal people. Right foot on left knee. And come down into hands. Put hands down towards ground. Push the right shin into the right armpit. Bend the elbows like a shelf for your for your shin to sit on. Separate the bottom knee and put it onto your left tricep. Leg extend forward. And leave foot off ground if possible. Let's try the other side. Crow people, come down. You're going back into crow. The rest of us come to turn signal onto the left side. So left foot on top of right knee. Try hooking left armpit, left shin into left armpit. You have a good hook of the shin onto the armpit, push it into the armpit, separate right knee, put it onto right tricep, and come into turn signal. Maybe not today. It's fine. That's just a little fun for you to come onto your hands. Come back into down dog. Bounded triangle. Inhale, left foot forward. Come into warrior two. Some of us might need to shorten the stance of your warrior two to come into bounded triangle. People who are not doing bounded triangle, come into regular triangle pose. For people doing bounded triangle, come into a bind. Just readjust back foot into a triangle leg. You might need to shorten the stance. Some of us might not. Straighten up left knee. Then inhale, scoop chest open. Exhale, relax your neck. And for those of us who are in a triangle pose, come into half moon. So from triangle, come into half moon. Right? For those of us in bounded half triangle, you move into a bound half moon. So from bound triangle, lean forward, you lean your weight forward into left leg and come on to right tippy toes. Balance yourself and leave right foot off the ground. Step down and come into easy bird of paradise. Now, no matter where you are, just have fun. So people who are not doing bird of paradise, easy bird of paradise, you step onto right leg, stand up, then maybe straighten up left leg. For those of you not doing this, come into standing balance. Holding on to your foot or the back of the thighs here. Take whichever variation that is better for you. And the rest of us, come out into easy bird of paradise. Release and step down. Step back to down dog. Bound triangle, right foot forward into triangle pose. And from triangle pose, bind the arms and come into bound triangle. Inhale, lengthen up spine. Exhale, relax your neck. Going into half moon or bound half moon. Shift weight into right leg. Come on to left tippy toe. Perhaps left toe, left foot lift off. Maybe not. Just have fun. Step left foot down and come into bird of paradise. Easy bird of paradise. Shift weight into left leg and pick right foot off the ground. Not doing this, standing balance. Release and come on down. Step back to down dog. Come down onto your knees and take a seat. Coming into armpit prep with left foot on top of right knee. Now for those of us who are really tight in the body, this pose is going to hurt really much. Your chest and the foot will be far away. Stage 1, hold on to your shin. Then pull chest towards foot. Stage 2, hug the foot in towards you. And people who can do armpit prep, stage 3, right arm goes towards the back. Inhale, pick left arm up. Exhale, hook left arm outside of left foot. And more flexible people, you can work on twisting and sliding arm down so the foot comes up into the armpit. And release this side. Switch over towards the other side. Actually, no. Come into shoelace. And from here, inhale, scoop chest forward. And exhale to come down. You will need the roll here. So if you are not using the roll and you're using a block, it's going to hurt. But I would suggest you to use a roll. If you are using a block, put a towel on the edges of the block. Now everyone put the roll underneath your right thigh. So once you put the roll underneath your right thigh, it gives you more lift in the knee. Huge inhale, lift belly, ribs away from the pelvis. Exhale, lean forward. Hook left arm outside left foot. So you come into this extended shoelace. Now some of us stay here. Then some of us, if you go deep enough, the foot lands near the armpit. Roll your arms down and walk your arms to the back. Walk, walk, walk. You'll reach somewhere around your thigh. Push foot into arm and then lift up into yogi dandasana. If that is not happening, don't worry. Just put chest to thigh. Hug it in. And breathe in into the hip here. On the left hip. Exhale. What can you let go inside to soften down? And some of us, you can actually use a strap to help you go into this pose. Make a loop with your strap and loop it around your left foot, all the way up onto your thigh. So the idea is when the arms goes around the foot and goes onto the thigh, it has something to hold on to. Looks like this. So come back into your twisting shoelace towards foot on a roll. And wrap the arms around. Look for the strap that is around your thigh. Then once you got that, grab hold of the strap to lock the arms in to come up. So come up this way. Then this other foot, step down onto the ground. Work on it this way. Let's try it on the other side. So whichever variation that you go into, don't worry if this pose doesn't come to you today because it's a very deep hip opening. Work on where your body allows you to work on today. Come into shoelace on the right side. Right foot on left knee. Knee on top the left ankle. Once you're ready, inhale, lengthen up spine. Scoop belly, chest away from wrists. Then exhale to come down. This gives you more length. If you are going to come forward with the rounded back, you're not going to get a lot of length to reach towards the foot. So inhale, lengthen up spine. Scoop chest forward and away from the pelvis. Exhale, come down. Hook right elbow, right arm onto the right foot. As much as you can go. Then if you're okay, you wrap the arms around. Then if you're okay, you come up. And gently release. Do that a couple of more rounds to play with it and see how it goes for you. You can pause the video here and retry those poses for a few times. So if you're ready to move on, the next pose is we're coming into strike eagle or dragonfly. Looks like this. Now, not doing this, people, I'll show you what you do next. So for those of us who are playing next with dragonfly, hook right foot on top of left knee. Bow forward, then go into a twist, hook right foot outside right tricep. I was going to say ankle. Hook it up high. Bend the elbows, put it down, put hands down onto the ground and step onto yourself, lean up, then straighten up the legs to the side. Okay? Do 5 breaths on each side. The rest of us going into strike eagle. If you want to try strike eagle, same thing here. Hook left arm. This time round I'm trying it on my left side. So hook left arm outside left foot. Hook it up high. Bend your elbows like you're going into a crow pose. Step onto your left arm and separate your right knee from the left foot. Move right foot towards back. If you're okay, lean forward. Maybe pick right foot off the ground. The rest of us, if that intimidates you, We do pin feather. Go back to the right foot. Come into armpit prep. Now for those of you who are not doing any of those, just do armpit prep. If you are doing pin feather, right foot on top of left knee. Hook right arm outside right shin. Grab hold of the foot. Remove the foot from the top of your thigh. And then grab hold of the back of the thighs here. Some of you will stay here. Lean backwards onto your sit bone and leave left foot up. If you are a little bit stronger, grab hold of the left foot with your left hand and straighten out left knee. Coming into pin feather. Let's try the other side. For those of us who are playing on your hands, try the other side. If you haven't tried the other side. Come into armpit prep and hook left armpit onto your left shin. Grab hold of left foot with left hand. Move the foot away from your thigh. Lean back onto your sit bone. Right hand onto right underneath your right thigh to come up. Some of us maybe stay here, some of us stronger. Right hand grab the outer edge of right foot. And straighten up right knee coming into pin feather. And gently release. Now, no matter where you are, you can pause this video and try all the other arm balances or whatever poses that you want to try. And once you're ready, unpause this video and come down onto your back. Not yet. Come into bound lotus. The tighter foot on top. So my left foot is my tighter foot. Go on top. You can do a half lotus variation like that. Then the right foot goes on top of the left into full lotus. Make a big loop with a strap. You need a very big loop. Actually, not so big. Okay, loop the strap around one ankle from the knee down here. Okay? The rest of the strap goes behind you over towards the other side. Got that? It comes out from the right hip. Then loop the strap around the right shin towards the back. Back onto your right hip. Left arm goes towards the right hip and grab onto the strap. Then right arm goes behind you over the left arm and grab onto the strap on the other side. Coming into your bound lotus. Huge inhale. Lengthen up spine. Exhale, relax your shoulder. And very gently release your hands. Unloop the strap around you. And very gently uncross your legs from your half or full lotus. Let's lay down onto your back for Shavasana. Legs up in front of you, arms by the side of your body, palm facing up skywards. Soften your whole body down to the ground. and let the ground carry you. Soften your facial muscles. Soften the muscles around your eyeballs. And relax your jaw here. And if you want a longer Shavasana, pause the video. If you're ready to get up, take a deeper breath here. Breathe in into your hands and your legs. Roll over towards your left and use your hands to pick yourself back up. Once you come into sitting, hands back onto your heart center, bow the head slightly down towards your heart. Learn how to work in a way that you don't struggle so much. Be it coming into pose, getting the ideal pose. Don't worry about what the pose looks like. Instead, feel for how the pose feels like inside your body. Like what part of the body is being stretched open, what part of the muscles is being used to hold you up here. That's more important than how you feel, how the pose looks like on Instagram. Eventually you will reach there someday, but you need to let the body open out by practicing daily. So have fun on the mat, and I hope that lift your spirit out. Namaste. Thank you for joining me and stay safe. I'll see you. Bye bye.